Mm-hmm. Well, we found Eric and told him about Paolo.
We've all been deceived by the Exaltists. Rumors are circulating. People are saying Porcelumix's medicine is faulty, and that their product caused the chaos in the city. No one realizes that the Exaltists are behind it all. They think it's just another safety incident.
I knew it. The Exaltists are pinning everything on Porcelumex. Maybe they were the ones who tampered with the medicine in the first place, causing the original corruption incident. Eric, you're the head of the Union. Can you get them to tell everyone the truth?
No. The Union is beyond my control now. The members are riling people up and organizing protests. I contacted them earlier, but they just scoffed and hung up on me.
Seriously? You're doing a terrible job leading.
Something doesn't add up. Eric, what if those members have always been Dr. Lore's subordinates? You're just their puppet. They're using you to get past Porcelumex's background check.
You're right. Dr. Lore is an immensely influential figure now. It's very likely the Exaltists had a lot of people planted around him.
I can't believe this. The Union pledged to stand together and fight Porcelumix for what we were owed. And in the end, we were just pawns being used in the Exaltists' plan. This is all my fault. I dragged Paolo and everyone else into this.
Quit mumbling and beating yourself up. What we need right now is a plan to fix the problem. Any updates from the Union?
They're planning to gather in the Hollow tonight. They say it's to prepare for a large-scale protest.
Gathering in the Hollow? Something's not right. Dr. Lore sent patients into the Hollow for treatment, too, and then sacrificed them. Maybe they're planning to do something similar.
Yeah, they're probably trying to use the protest as an excuse to lure more people into the Hollow.
We have to find a way to stop them.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Huh? Damien?
I've already heard what happened. I apologize for not being able to speak to you all in person. After all, I am public enemy number one right now. I'd always suspected Dr. Lore's motives weren't so simple, but I never thought the Exaltists were pulling the strings behind him. With things the way they are now, clearing up the rumors is nearly impossible. And I just got word that several anti-corruption medicine supply points in the Hollow were destroyed earlier today.
I wouldn't put it past the Exaltists. By cutting off the medicine supply, they'll be able to distribute alleviating water to even more people during tonight's gathering.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. It won't be easy to clear up the rumors, but I might be able to tap into an emergency supply channel to distribute anti-corruption medicine to those gathered. That might prevent another corruption outbreak in the city. So, I have a favor to ask. Would it be possible to set up the medicine supply point near Swabian Temple? It'll be much harder for anyone to sabotage with you keeping an eye on it.
You mean you want us to manage the medicine distribution?
That's right. Please, rest assured. This batch of medicine will be provided by the city authorities and distributed to all citizens for free. Porcelumex will cover all the costs and losses.
Free anti-corruption medicine? That'll cost a fortune. But it'll definitely bring people here and give us a chance to explain the truth.
Yes. I can spread the word to the workers, too. They'll come and get the medicine, and we'll make sure they hear what's really going on.
Let's do it then. We'll manage the supply point and prevent further chaos in the city tonight. We'll also try to find a way to stop that gathering in the Hollow ASAP.
Thank you. I'll leave it to you then, Mystics of Swabian Temple.
Belle, you're back. I just finished analyzing the data on the flash drive. There's a list detailing who took the alleviating water and when. I cross-checked the list against the people who've fallen ill in the city. It turns out they were all early recipients of the alleviating water. Which means the corruption outbreak wasn't random. The Exaltists planned it from the start.
I knew it! They've been waiting for this moment, using the outbreak to spread their influence and rally people into gathering to protest.
That's not all. I also found medicine distribution records from Dr. Lore. Turns out he was the one who contaminated the medicine from the beginning, making it ineffective and triggering the corruption outbreak. The corruption incident in the Hollow was just a test run. Several data observation points in the Hollow have also been marked out. I compared them with the documents from the mayor, and they line up exactly with the observation points that had issues. Those areas showed major miasma fluctuation too. I bet the Exaltists were setting something up in the Hollow. That's why they disrupted the observation data to cover their tracks.
Unbelievable. The Exaltists have been laying the groundwork in secret, using the miasma to mask their true objective. They even used us to infiltrate the abandoned areas to find evidence, then turned around and weaponized that to fuel protests against Porsalumex. These people are vile. Oh, can you help me check the current status of those spots with unusual miasma levels? I've got a feeling one of them might be where the Exaltists are hiding.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I've checked those locations and narrowed it down to one site that stood out. If we head there now, we might be able to catch them.
Good, we've got them now. Thanks, Wise. I'll gather everyone and head into the Hollow right away.
What? You found their hideout? Awesome! It's finally time to storm in there and teach them a lesson!
Well done. Shifu made the right call putting you in charge of the plan.
Yeah, now that everything's clear, it's time we give them a taste of their own medicine.
Too bad Shifu can't come with us. Someone's got to stay behind to look after her, too. Senior, can you stay at Swabian Temple to watch over Shifu and Wise?
Okay. As much as I'd love to join in and help take those bastards down, if that's your request, I'll stay.
Rest assured, Junior Shuyuan. I'll make sure to give them a few extra punches on your behalf.
Do you want me to fight?
Now it's my turn!
Ready and waiting.
Man is iron.
Today's reading. We're up, Hue!
Do you want me to fight?
Now it's my turn!
Analysis of the abnormal data shows that the Exaltis hideout should be nearby. Careful, everyone. There may be an ambush.
Don't worry. We have the upper hand this time. It's time to teach those bad guys a lesson. Yinhu, let's work together and make sure no one slips through, especially Dr. Lore.
Got it, Senior. Leave it to me.
Lore must be nearby. We gotta find him. Finally! All clear.
Give them a taste of Yunque Summit's tech.
Where the heck are the Exaltist freaks hiding anyway?
Shh. Keep it down, Senior. You'll scare them off.
Where's Dr. Lore hiding? I swear he's around here somewhere.
Those are the Exaltist supplies.
Just wait till I find him. He's gonna get what's coming to him.
It's a trap!
Summit. Go on. Struggle. Try as you might. It will all be for naught. The will of the Creator cannot be defied!
After everything you've done, you're still spouting this nonsense?
Don't waste your breath on this rotten egg, Caesar. Let's show them what we're made of.
Let's see how long you'll last.
I'll take charge! Surrender now! Have a taste of the Yunque's Jeff's unique technique! You're looking for a new punching bag. Your behavior won't be tolerated! I'll take charge! Last breath.
We've caught him.
Great Overseer, please witness me! I've completed the mission you assigned to me! I've done even more than what you asked for! I will make this ceremony grander than anything you could have imagined!
The Overseer has spoken. Now is the perfect time to prove your devotion.
I hear. I understand. The time has come. Overseer Mevarok, join the Creator in bearing witness to my refinement!
Wait, what are you doing?
May the Creator refine me.
Great Overseer, one of our gathering points was taken out by Yunque's summit. But there's no need to worry. The rest of the preparations are complete. The plan remains on track. With you here to guide us, the ritual is sure to succeed.
Yes. Let's get started. Only through the Creator's refinement can we bring true peace to all. True peace.
I didn't think Dr. Lore would enter the miasma willingly and get corrupted. And who was the great overseer he mentioned? Is there really a hidden mastermind in the Exaltists?
That seems to be the case. Dr. Lore was the one distributing alleviating water, but we've searched his residence and the hideout. We didn't find any equipment that could be used to make alleviating water. I suspect that their real hideout is elsewhere. Right now, our top priority is getting into the Hollow and evacuating the crowd. And if it comes to the worst, we may need to take out all the Exaltists attending the ritual.
Agreed. But Shifu isn't here. Can we pull this off by ourselves?
Belle, Shifu's awake now.
Oh, how is she? Is she feeling better?
It seems like her condition has stabilized. She wants to know what's happening out here.
We don't have much time. I'll tell her.
Oh, wait, Belle. Shifu just got through a rough patch, so try to break it to her gently, okay? She's like a kitty that just got over a nasty cold. One wrong word and she might collapse again.
Belle, how are things out there?
Shifu, you're awake. Are you feeling better? Don't worry about it. Just focus on resting for now.
That won't be necessary. I'm mostly recovered. Don't dodge my question, Belle. What's happening? The Exaltists are still trying to manipulate the workers, aren't they?
Yeah. We shut down one of their hideouts in the Hollow, but it looks like they still have people elsewhere. Dr. Lore was lost to the miasma, but someone higher up, a so-called overseer, was behind him the whole time. The protest against Tops will be starting soon. I'm just worried they'll trick even more people into gathering in the Hollow, only to sacrifice them as part of their ritual.
From the look on your face, that's not the whole story, is it? No need to hold back. Speak your mind.
Dr. Lore said their overseer knows about Yunque Summit. He even mentioned the time Yunque Summit nearly lost everyone trying to save people during the fall of the old capital. And he said a lot of people know what alleviating water does to them, but they keep taking it just to relive their past. He said trying to stop the ritual is pointless, that we'd just be repeating our past mistakes all over again. Shifu, don't let it get to you. What Dr. Lore said was nonsense. He even walked into the miasma and let himself get corrupted. He had completely lost his mind.
That's enough. Yunque Summit sacrificed an entire generation of disciples to save those in the disaster, but we failed to care for them afterward. And that failure led us here. We mishandled it. It was a mistake on our part. Belle, do you remember what I told you before? About the former High Preceptor Yizhang? My sister?
I remember.
My sister and I grew up as orphans on the streets, begging and digging through trash to survive. But even in the most difficult of times, we never left each other behind. We'd promised we'd live a good life someday, and see the world together. But after we joined Yunque Summit, everything changed. It was all because of the Qingming Sword.
The Qingming Sword? What's that?
It's Yunque Summit's most prized relic. A blade that grants its wielder the ability of a void hunter for a short duration. Some gifted wielders can even push past that limit briefly. Every High Preceptor receives the sword as a symbol of their position.
There's something that powerful? I'm sure it must come with a cost.
You're right. It comes with severe side effects. Wielding it for too long will strip away your memories and your senses. And in the end, your life itself. That's how my Shifu died, overusing the sword during a dangerous mission.
Losing your senses and memories? That's a high price to pay.
When Yi-jang became High Preceptor and received that sword, we made a promise that we wouldn't make the same mistake. That's why she and I began researching techniques based on the Qingming sword to suppress its side effects. She became busier with her duties as High Preceptor, but every rune, every line in this talisman, she told me, as long as the Qingming bird is by my side, it's like she's with me too. She also promised that she would never act like our Shifu. She wouldn't sacrifice herself in exchange for the lives of others. However, when the old capital fell, she broke that promise. When the old capital fell, she pushed herself past the brink, fighting with everything she had to protect the people of Eridu. By the time I reached her, she had exhausted every bit of energy in her. Yet, she still wielded her sword to save those in distress, until her very last breath. I could only stand there and watch her die right in front of me. After the wielder dies, the sword's power goes berserk and affects everything in its vicinity. My last memory of her, she turned to me with a vacant look in her eyes and asked, "Who are you?" My sister had completely forgotten me.
I'm so sorry.
When I was consumed by the miasma, I kept reliving that moment again and again. In my memories, she was always staring at me with that empty look in her eyes. My sister said something to me in her final moments, but I was hit by the Qingming sword's power surge. I can't remember what she said. Sometimes, I really wish I knew what she said to me, and I'll never know if she felt any regret before she passed. What she did broke my heart. It was devastating. She abandoned me only to meet a dark and tragic end. Was it really worth it? But then, when I recently returned to Waifei Peninsula, I saw them. The people my sister had saved. They're struggling, barely scraping by, but despite their hardships, I saw smiles and hope on their faces. This hope, it came from her. She gave everything to make it possible. I still don't understand why she abandoned me and broke our promise. But now, I know one thing. I can't let down the people she saved. I won't let her sacrifice go to waste.
Do you mean?
Gather everyone and have them meet me at the entrance of Suibian Temple. It's time to put an end to this.
Everyone! A bunch of workers went into the hollow to join the protest. I tried to talk them out of it, but no one would listen. Rumors are spreading about me being bribed by Porcelumix. No one trusts me anymore. At this point, we're all that's left.
Darn it! I knew there was a mastermind in the Exaltists. Even though Dr. Lore is gone, their plan is still in motion.
What do we do? Should we try to sneak into the gathering and stop them? But Shifu's not doing too well now. Do you really think we can pull this off with so few of us?
Senior, calm down. Shifu wants us to meet her at the entrance of Suibian Temple. She has something to tell us.
Shifu, are you all right?
I'm fine. There's no need to worry. Belle told me what happened. Dr. Lore was telling the truth. When the old capital fell, the 12th High Preceptor Yi-jang led the disciples into the hollow on a rescue mission. But only I survived. We've already sacrificed too much to save others. And now, we stand at the same crossroads once again. The Exaltus Overseer has been scheming in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. If I lead Yunque's summit into the hollow recklessly, we will be caught up in a fierce battle. Some disciples may even lose their lives trying to save those in the hollow. Yunque's summit will not make the same mistake. We will not pay that same devastating price again.
Shifu, are you saying we're just going to sit here and do nothing?
Isho and Shifu, please, you have to help them.
Yeah! Please, don't abandon us!
No, you misunderstand me. I won't repeat the mistakes of the former High Preceptor. If the situation takes a turn for the worst, all disciples are to evacuate the Hollow immediately. Only I will remain to fight. I, Yixuan, the 13th High Preceptor, will carry on the will of my predecessor. I will do everything to eradicate the Exaltists and restore peace to Waifei Peninsula. On the night of the old capital's fall 11 years ago, Yunquei Summit answered the call and left the mountain to save lives. We did it then, and tonight, we shall do it again.
Belle, I'm at the site, and I've told everyone about the situation. I managed to get some of them to leave, but there are still a few stubborn ones who won't think of a way to win their trust. Belle, there's a lot of miasma coagula around here. I suspect—
Yeah, Wise is right. There's something wrong with the miasma in this area. How about we clear out the miasma around here? We might find something that shows everyone what the Exaltists are really up to.
Got it. I'm counting on you. I'll stick around and keep trying to convince them. There might be Exaltists nearby. Be careful, everyone.
Something's going on up ahead.
Ethereals! Watch out!
Looks like there's someone over there.
Good. We cleared out a lot of miasma. Wise, how are things on your end? Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing so far. And I haven't seen any Exaltists. Maybe they're hiding and preparing for—
That's very likely. The miasma around here is way off. The Exaltists must be behind it. We'll keep clearing out the miasma and investigating—
Don't worry. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Should be all good now.
That person just now said there's something dangerous around here. danger they were talking about?
It's coming our way. Yeah, this one is kind of tricky.
Get him! What exactly are the Exaltants planning? Looks like they're setting up some kind of ritual. It's over there. Watch out for the miasma.
Careful. There's a lot of miasma around here. There's a heavy stench of miasma in the air. Maybe we'll find some clues up ahead. There should be a clue somewhere around here.
Watch out! A bunch of ethereals are heading this way. Yeah. It's like something's hidden in the miasma around here. An opening.
Surrender now!
Yin and yang.
Divine punishment.
The time is right! Crank up the heat! Hey! Breaking through!
With one will!
I'll take charge!
Reality and illusion.
Evil scatter! Wait! Let's finish this! Good. That's the last of them. Found it! It's here!
Belle, the miasma around here seems to be thinning out. Is everything okay on your...
We've already cleared out the surrounding miasma coagula, but the clues we've gathered so far aren't enough. We need to find more.
Master, an abnormal area has been detected nearby. It is emitting a large amount of unusual energy signals.
Energy signals? Maybe the Exaltists placed something over there. Let's go have a look.
Okay, please be careful.
Asthma around here seems to have dissipated.
careful, you guys. There's a lot of miasma coagula here.
It looks kinda gross. I definitely don't want to touch it.
We gotta rescue the rest of them and stop the Exaltists.
Yeah, it's time to teach them a lesson. Look like any of the Exaltists are around. Where'd those creeps go? Are they off preparing for the Creator's, gathering? Or was it a feast?
What's happening here? So many superior ethereals are guarding this place. Everyone, stay sharp.
Step back. Let me handle this.
Rest, Shifu. Leave this to me.
I think we can go that way. Everyone, watch out!
Allow me. Let's get still. Scatter.
Whoa! Something weird over there.
Time for an appetizer.
These are experiment logs for the medicine? Is this a report on turning live animals into miasma? Wait, those refugees from earlier, were they all test subjects? So they're holding this ritual to turn all of those people into miasma?
Belle, I got your video message. It's just as we thought. The Exaltists hit a large amount of miasma at the gathering site. I'm showing everyone the video now. It's time to show them the truth behind this gathering. Once they see it for themselves, they'll be willing to leave the Hollow. I'm sure of it.
Great. I'll leave the evacuation to you. We'll...
Cool. Once we get everyone out of there, we can go all in and give those Exaltist creeps what they deserve.
That's great, Belle. They're finally willing to evacuate. I'll guide them out of the Hollow, leaving the rest to you.
Yeah, that's what I'll say when I run into the enemy.
There was a key card in that lab report folder. Maybe it can get the elevator working.
I hear something. Or am I just imagining it?
The Exaltist's basement. Feels like something spooky might pop out.
Don't put that evil on me, Junior! Why would you say something like that?
No, I'm just saying. That's just how things go in movies.
Careful! That Imperial looks kind of off!
Swift hit.
This kind of thing was in the basement.
They look so weird! The monster created by those exalted freaks?
Careful, Senior. This one looks pretty tough. For you!
An opening.
Listen to my...
I'll take charge!
Clear that hole.
It'll fight back! Don't underestimate him! Be ready!
Your fate is sealed.
Your behavior won't be tolerated!
I'll lend you my claw!
Leave it to me. Shit.
Finally took care of that one.
Barry, can you shut down this lab?
Master, we need to shut down this facility. Its power circuit is nearby.
Okay, let me see where the circuit is. All right, the power's been cut. Looks like this might be an Exaltist base. There could...
Really? This place gives me the creeps. Feels like monsters could jump out at any second.
Don't worry, Fufu. As long as we stay together, the monsters won't get the chance to pick us off one at a time like in those scary movies.
Don't say stuff like that! You're making it worse. Let's hurry up, investigate what we need to, and get out of this place.
Huh? This device looks kinda weird.
Huh? The miasma around us vanished. Anyway, what's this weird thing for?
This thing has miasma residue in it. Maybe it's related to the abnormal miasma in this area.
You're right. Maybe the Exaltists are using this to control the miasma, but this is not the time to analyze it. Let's defeat the rest of the Exaltists first. We can get the mayor's help to study this thing when we get back.
How many people have the Exaltists fooled?
Allow me my turn in the limelight.
them. Everyone holding up okay?
I'll watch over you.
You are just in time. The ceremony has just begun.
Than a petty excuse for you to deceive the world.
Watch out! Changing her attack pattern! Here! And fierce!
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
I'll take charge!
Yin and yang.
Stay down!
It's the Creator's will!
Why is she getting tougher and tougher?
Wave Summit ends here!
In your dreams, take this!
To be made just for you! Ha!
My asthma around us is thinning out!
Help him restore clarity.
Let's finish her off while we got the chance!
Cycle of yin and yang. Tell your creator to watch carefully. The exalted machinations end here. Her voice!
Your talent will become a weapon that can protect everyone. You'll go further than all of us.
You're nothing but an illusion!
Stranger,
Is this a dream?
please tell my sister.
Or a memory?
Her big sister isn't selfless, nor great. If I don't put an end to this disaster tonight, my Yishan will be shattered along with Eridu.
Yizhang.
What I'm doing isn't to save the world. It's just to save her. My Yishan. Live on. This is our promise.
Sis, I never thought I'd understand you like this and walk the same path. I'm the 13th generation High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit, Yixuan. I shall wipe out all evil. It's time to end this! Swift yet still. Got it. Your fate is sealed.
Exclusive recipe made just for you! I'll take charge!
Purge corruption, restore clarity.
Listen to my...
Swift yet still. Evil shall be purged. Break.
Awesome! We finally defeated the Overseer. No one will fall victim to their lies again. Eric, how are those people who attended the gathering? Are they all right?
We just met those people who made it out of the hollow. They said they saw the Exaltists preparing for a strange ritual when they were evacuating. Everyone finally believes us. Those who drank the alleviating water are getting medical checkups right away to see if their health has been affected. Porcelumix said they'll cover the cost, and they hope to restore our trust in them. Everyone in Wi-Fi Peninsula owe Yunquei Summit our thanks for preventing a major catastrophe. You saved all of us again. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah. Without your help, our friends would have died in the hollow.
Thank you, Mystics from Yunquei Summit. If you'd like, we can make you a special signboard. No, we'll make you a custom silk banner.
I want to join Yunquei Summit. Do you need someone to sweep the floors? I'm great at cleaning.
Hang on! Calm down!
Fufu, let me teach you a technique to handle situations like this.
A technique? What technique?
Observe.
Shifu, are you okay? I know everyone is excited, but Shifu is exhausted from fighting in the hollow. She needs some rest.
Sorry, we were a little worked up. All right, everyone. Let's take care of the rest of our business first. The heroes from Yunquei Summit need their rest. We can...
Everyone's so enthusiastic. Too enthusiastic for me to handle. So Shifu's technique is faking illness. He almost had me for a moment. Well, at least we can get a proper break now that the Exaltists are gone for good.
Not yet. We can't let our guard down. The Exaltists had their roots deep here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more trouble ahead. We've resolved the immediate crisis. We still need to tie up any loose ends.
Shifu is right. We still have many questions left unanswered. We don't know anything about the underground research facility, or those strange objects we found. Feels like this is just the beginning.
Don't you worry. We won't sit back and let the Exaltists do as they please. I don't care if it's the Overseer or anyone else. If they show up, we'll knock them down.
Shifu, Damien is calling us.
Put him on. Let's see what he has to say.
Mystics of Yunquei Summit. I heard about your triumph over the Exaltist Overseer in the Hollow. On behalf of Porcelumex, I would like to thank you for saving Wi-Fi Peninsula and restoring the reputation of Tops. The Exaltists have been operating in secret throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. But thanks to you, Porcelumex was able to defuse the crisis and stop the catastrophe in time. To prevent similar incidents from happening again, we'll need to invest more capital and strengthen management across the Porcelume sector. And now, I'm finally in a position to negotiate with the higher-ups.
Wait a second. Why does it sound like you're cashing in on this disaster?
Oh, you're overthinking it. I simply wish to harness more resources so I can better support my employees. It was my pleasure working with you, Mystics of Yunquei Summit. I hope we will have another chance to cooperate with each other.
I hope we don't. As for improving your employees' working conditions, I expect you to follow through. I'll be watching. Since Yunquei Summit has returned and resolved this crisis for you, we won't be turning a blind eye to what happened 11 years ago.
Rest assured, Ishwan Shifu. You and everyone from Yunquei Summit have my gratitude. I have other matters to attend to. Heroes of Yunquei Summit. Until we meet again.
This guy... He really knows how to use every opportunity to climb the corporate ladder.
Let him. We don't walk the same path. Oh, you may hand over what we recovered from the Exalta space to the mayor. It'll suffice as a report of our investigations. If we can find out the purpose of the device, we might finally get a lead on what the Exaltists were really planning.
Got it, Shifu. I'll deliver it soon.
Awesome! The investigation has finally wrapped up, but we still don't know where Belle's teacher is. And we're also clueless about where that photo came from.
Thank you for helping us investigate, Fufu. Belle and I believe that as long as we keep at it, we'll eventually get to the truth.
Yeah. Right now, we'll just have to follow the trail slowly from here. Anyway, taking down the Exaltists was a big win. We'll keep looking for clues about the photo later, one step at a time.
Say hi to the owner of Good Goods for me.
Belle, I had Fairy look up videos and recordings of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but still no sign of Teacher. We tried to keep things light while talking to the others earlier, but I've been feeling a little uneasy this whole time. That photo, it's just like an illusion in the miasma. What if none of it was real? What if Teacher was never in Wi-Fi Peninsula to begin with, and the whole thing was just a deception by the Exaltists? And you were attacked on the way here. I'm starting to think that was part of their setup. They created the miasma and hosted a ritual. But why? What are the Exaltists really after?
Wise, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Even if we have doubts about the photo, we still have to investigate the Exaltists and get to the bottom of what really happened back then. As long as we keep digging, we'll find out what they're really up to.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I let my nerves get the better of me. We'll figure this out. As long as we stick together, we'll get to the truth eventually.
Lady Sarah, we've been attacked. The ritual was interrupted. We've also heard that the Overseer, He...
How many times have I told you? What you see with your own eyes isn't necessarily the truth. All you need to do is remain faithful. That's it. My lord, is everything on schedule?
That memory, I already have it. The plan can proceed.
Awaiting further instructions.
Eradicate all evil. My blade is ready. Sukasuru Yanagi, awaiting orders.
You must be Ishwan Shifu. I've heard a lot about you.
Captain Roland, I remember you. You're the Defense Force liaison at Scott Outpost. What brings you to Swabian Temple today?
It's about the outpost. We recently rescued a number of independent investigators from Hollow Zero during a routine patrol. They were all exhibiting signs of miasma exposure.
Miasma? How peculiar. The presence of miasma has greatly diminished since the fall of the old capital. I've only seen it in Lemnian Hollow in the past few years. But if it's manifesting in Hollow Zero, that certainly is unprecedented.
We had some researchers from Waifei Peninsula check the investigator's condition. It turns out that the symptoms were indeed caused by miasma corruption. It was not some coincidence or shared delusion of any kind.
Well, the line between what's real and what's imagined is often far thinner than people would believe.
Huh?
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
The independent investigators had all the proper gear, compliant carrots, clear routes, the works. But they wouldn't give us any credentials, ID, or explain what they were doing in Hollow Zero. Since we didn't have proof of them breaking any rules, we couldn't force them to tell us the source of their carrot. So all we could do was plan out routes based on the locations where we rescued them, and investigate from there.
I see. So what is it that you seek from me?
The route we're taking next is in close proximity to the Lost Void, and not many investigators are qualified to go that deep. I heard that you have a way to effectively suppress miasma. We were hoping you would join us in this investigation.
I've consulted the divination. The key to solving this matter lies not with me, but with one whom I will encounter on this trip. The signs suggest that we may still find what we seek if we set off now.
Really? In that case, now's the perfect time to go.
Not quite.
Oh? How long should we wait, then?
The most opportune moment was yesterday.
Then I guess we'd better get moving. Do you need to inform your disciples before we depart?
This is but a small errand. No need to trouble them.
What about the talisman you'll use to suppress the miasma? Don't you need to prepare those?
Rather than preparing the talismans beforehand, I think we'd better play it by ear.
the help that Captain Roland mentioned?
Correct. And since you've yet to insult me, I presume you're Orphe?
Yes, that's me. Sorry, she doesn't feel like talking right now. I'm not the best at analysis, but let me give it a go. So... We've located a few coordinates. There was the one from earlier, and...
I'll take it from here. I'm sure Captain Roland has already filled you in about the miasma victims we found in Hollow Zero.
Yes. The ethereal we faced just now was clearly spawned from miasma. There's no longer any doubt. Miasma has clearly taken root in Hollow Zero.
I knew it!
I told them that ages ago. I can't believe those higher-ups are bringing in outside help. What are they thinking? We could have handled this ourselves.
Hold on. The whole miasma thing is already bad enough. And now suspicious investigators are showing up in the Hollow? We can't just...
Whatever. Just finish what you're saying and let's get moving. All this time we've wasted talking to her could have been spent wiping out another wave of ethereals.
Oh, I'm okay.
Anyway, we're trying to figure out a pattern to the victim's coordinates and see if those locations can be traced back to the source of the miasma. But the coordinates we got don't exactly match the areas where the miasma readings are the strongest. What do you think? Should we keep chasing this lead?
With just the 4 of us, it's unlikely that we'll be able to pinpoint the flow of miasma. I suggest we split up and follow the coordinates of those suspicious individuals.
It's pointless to resist. Resistance is futile.
Out of the way.
weren't for you, I would have died here in the Lost Void. All for a few measly dennies.
To risk one's life for money is hardly uncommon. But surely it wasn't just a few measly dennies that led you all the way here, no?
Yeah, the pay is pretty good. But given your abilities, you probably don't need any.
Why don't you tell me how much? Huh. Wow. Heavens, that much? I'm so jealous. Quick, tell me, who's your employer? I mean, why don't you tell me what brings you here to the Lost Void?
Okay, you did save my life. My teammates and I risked everything to come out here and mine a rare type of ether crystal. Our employer always provides us with carrots and gives us marked routes to follow. As for what those crystals are used for, we've asked before, but they've never given us a straight answer.
So, your employer discovered a hidden vein of ether crystals here in the Lost Void.
No, not exactly. Each time they send us out, they give us different carrots and destination coordinates. We never really know what the paths are like until we're already en route. And honestly, there were even a few times when it felt like we ended up in the exact same fissure as before. But I remember the crystals hadn't been there the last time we passed by.
A mobile crystal stalagmite formation. And what about miasma? Did you or your companions ever encounter any? Or perhaps any ethereals spawned from it?
Miasma? What's that?
Okay, let me phrase it differently. Have your coworkers been having any unusual dreams lately? Perhaps about suddenly making a fortune?
No, but they did mention they'd been dreaming lately. One of them dreamed of the fall of the old capital. In the dream, he missed the Defense Force's request for veteran backup due to a comms failure. And so, he evacuated his whole family early enough to make it safely to New Eridu. Another dream, she was given a perfectly accurate carrot route. She entered a companion hollow alone, and was able to save the dog that had been with her for 10 years. To be honest, I also had a dream. I saw my... Never mind.
I know what you encountered now. As for what happened in your dreams, I won't press you further. But once you get out, remember to take some time and learn about miasma. But for now, give me a copy of the carrot you used on this trip. Take this. You should leave as soon as you can.
You're... from Yunquay Summit? Then... here, take this. I'm never coming back to this place again. But this is something our employer gives us every time. Consider it a sort of special supply. Or perhaps it'll give you some clues?
No room for mercy. It's over. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
What a nuisance. Cycle of yin and yang. Acid cream. Let's make this quick. Your fate is sealed.
Victory, the only option. I'm unstoppable.
Weakling. No room for mercy.
Purging slash.
It's over. Waste of time.
Ishwan Shifu, did you manage to find...
Yes, those victims you mentioned were not investigators. They were hired to enter the Lost Void and illegally mine ether crystals.
Ether crystals? I mean, sure, if that's what they're after, I get it. Ether crystals can be refined into ether energy. But even the ones in Hollow Zero aren't much different from those in any companion hollows. Why risk everything to come all the way into the Lost Void for crystals?
There's only one way to know for certain. We should see for ourselves.
You mean, you know where they were headed?
I happened to encounter one of the miners. I asked her a few questions and acquired her carrot. If regular ether crystals aren't worth all the risks, then her employer must be seeking something far more rare, something that moves on its own.
Moving ether crystals? How is that even possible?
Is it so unbelievable? The Hollows are teeming with countless moving ethereals, fissures, and hollow raiders. Is it really so unthinkable that one or two of those beings may like roaming around while carrying ether crystals?
Really? You don't find it strange?
Every person, or ethereal, has their own ambitions. But those fake investigators, they knew nothing of miasma.
Okay, I see. Then what are we supposed to do now? Are we really going to chase some walking ether crystals through the hollow?
The woman I encountered, her being stranded may have been an unexpected incident to her employer as well. She gave me a useful supply item, and assuming nothing has changed, her carrot should still be working.
A supply item? What kind? Hold on. I think I've seen something like this before. It looks like gear from Rusty Cliff. If she's with Tops, then yeah, it makes sense why she knows so much about the Lost Void. But the question remains, if it's just some fancy kind of ether crystal, why all the secrecy?
If this matter is entangled with affairs outside the Hollow, then it lies beyond my concern. But here in the Lost Void, I gave you my word. So I shall do all I can to help you gather more clues. If the connection between this incident and miasma turns out to be a mere coincidence, then I shall have my disciples carry out a separate investigation. For now, let us head to the destination indicated by the carrot as soon as we can.
Let's finish the job. blade is already sheathed. Take this! My heart is a mirror! Press forward. Weakling. I swear on my blade. No. Swift yet still, clear yet murky. Obliterate form and spirit. Scatter. What a nuisance. Let's make this quick. Evil shall be purged. It's pointless within. Light is but one step away. Too slow.
The ether crystals here aren't the usual variety, but I can't really tell what's special about them either. Ishwan Shifu, anything on your end?
Just an ethereal who likes roaming around with ether crystals on its back?
Wait, so it actually does exist? Are you talking about one of the ethereals we just fought? But they didn't seem...
No. The ones just now were no different from the miasma-corrupted ethereals in Lemnian Hollow. But here, I see signs of a much bigger ethereal. A true large ethereal. The kind worthy of a dedicated entry in White Star Institute's exploration records. Not the weaklings we just faced.
So the large ethereal, does it have anything to do with the rare ether crystals here?
From what I can tell, It seems more like a traveler in a rush, leaving their luggage behind.
Then what about the miasma? What's the connection between the two?
Captain Roland, have you ever seen someone toss a coin into a wishing pool?
Of course, but...
From what I hear, you're one of the few academics in the Defense Force, and you're familiar with the many strange phenomena of Hollow Zero. But as for myself, I'm merely a newcomer. I cannot deduce the movement patterns of a large ethereal with only scattered crystal remains and traces of miasma. Your expectations may be a bit much even for a wishing pool.
Sorry.
The miasma readings in the area are still fluctuating. We should keep moving. As for the miasma, I'm afraid this is as far as we can investigate for now. The miasma here seems to share the same source as that in Lemnian Hollow. Those investigators were likely tailing that large ethereal. Their miasma contamination may simply have been an unforeseen incident. Whether Lemnian Hollow or Hollow Zero is the true origin of the miasma remains unclear. But if I had to choose, I would place my bet on Hollow Zero. There are too many mysteries surrounding the miasma. I can only hope there isn't another place in the world like Hollow Zero, a place that completely defies all normal logic.
Understood. I'll take some samples from these crystals and send them somewhere safer. I'll ask someone at the outpost to help analyze them. If there are any new developments, I will contact you immediately. After the last investigation, Magus and Trigger have brought back similar ether crystal samples. I compared them and passed everything on to Ray.
That's right. Given that there have been previous encounters with another large ethereal, I decided to search the archives for any matching records on these crystals.
Any findings?
If we're talking about the Association's databases, then no, nothing at all. Luckily, Roland brought up that this might be connected to Rusty Cliff. And when it comes to understanding a big company, I reckon the best place to look is their financial reports. Ishu and Shifu, are you familiar with the scope of Rusty Cliff's business?
I'm afraid not. Please, go ahead.
Compared to a traditional mining group, Tops's Rusty Cliff has some unusual revenue entries. Part of their profits are attributed to an ethereal named Hoba. People used to think they profited from ethereals by just collecting samples from ones they encountered while exploring hollows, and then using them to produce precious relics or other hollow exploration supplies. But that kind of revenue should be pretty unstable. Especially since HSO isn't supposed to let creatures like that roam freely in the hollows.
Unless those crystals are rare.
Exactly. If the real thing Rusty Cliff has been profiting from is some special kind of ether crystal they found on Hoba, then it all makes sense. Maybe Hoba simply likes collecting ether crystals, and the company just robs it all the time. Or maybe it nests in fissures where those crystals naturally grow, and they keep raiding its home for valuables.
Unfortunately, we don't even know what makes the crystals profitable.
We'll need more info to ascertain that.
What about the miasma?
Unfortunately, I searched every database I have access to for the keywords Rusty Cliff and Hoba, but I didn't find anything linking them to miasma.
So the miasma's just a coincidence? No, it can't be.
I agree. It's unlikely that Hoba and miasma just randomly cross paths in Hollow Zero.
Sorry, if there is nothing further, then I have something I need to tell you. I'm afraid other tasks require my attention at Yunquei Summit. As for the mysteries of Hoba, miasma, and those ether crystals, I shall leave them in your hands. Should you need further assistance...
If what we need is an outstandingly sharp and talented investigator, then I think we've found the best candidate.
Indeed.
Wait, you're not talking about me, are you?
You are indeed an excellent candidate.
My most trusted independent investigation team captain. I'll be counting on you.
There's no rush for the moment, though. I'm still trying to gain clearance for a related file. If I manage to get it, I'll be in touch right away.
Got it. In the meantime, I'll keep analyzing these ether crystals. Let's see what's so special about them.
How's it feel, Proxy? Are you getting used to it? You're not having trouble breathing, are you?
Grace, wait! The inside!
The oxygen supply system is failing. Oh no, I didn't have time to run a proper diagnostic.
No, don't jump the gun. I just didn't have time to catch my breath. I was gonna say that the inside of the mech is way too loud.
Well, as long as it's not an issue with the external cockpit.
Hello? Shouldn't you worry about me first?
I've run 97 simulations in my head. The mech's defense protocols were designed to resist external control, but those protocols are solely focused on outside interference. The way it's responding, is the problem worse than we thought?
I think you might be right. Its voice sounds really welcoming. From the moment I synced with it, it started blasting some dance music from the old civilization and kept repeating stuff like, "Welcome, the destroyer of humanity," and "What is the ultimate secret of the universe?" Could it be some kind of ID verification?
Maybe it's just something its original owner programmed in. Some people in the field like their mech to address them in certain ways for a little extra personality. I may have done something similar when I first started out.
Lady Grace.
My Proxy, you came up with that awfully quickly. Is that...
No? I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Oh, I get it. But with a mech design this quirky and its programming so impeccable, I feel like this child's original owner must have been someone like me. A true tech buff with a unique flair.
Did you just compliment yourself?
Please, stop resisting!
Manager? I didn't expect to run into you here.
Ji-Yuan, are you training a new Bangbu?
Surely you're kidding. My schedule is packed. I don't have time to train anything.
Oh, look at this little cutie patootie! Oh, you're a feisty one. All right, I'm gonna call you little guy.
Excuse me. Could you maybe not hug the suspect?
Suspect? Surely you don't mean little guy. What did it do? Steal electricity? Bully other Bangbu? What kind of crime could something this adorable commit?
Disturbing public order? It strolled into the shopping district, drew a massive crowd, and completely blocked traffic for 2 hours. We brought it in for questioning, and instead of cooperating, it started yelling at us, accusing us of interfering with its mission to find some golden Mecca.
Golden Mecca? That's quite the name.
Little guy, you sure you lost a gold mech and not, say, a gray one? That's a shame. I thought you might actually be its real owner. But the one we found is all dull and gray. Doesn't have that golden mecha energy at all. Cheap knockoff? Did you just call my work a cheap knockoff? Oh, little guy. Sounds like you're suffering from hollow-induced delusions. But don't worry. I know just how to fix that. Let me crack you open for a quick little tune-up. It won't hurt, I promise. Poor little guy. He's seriously unwell.
Bangbu destroying humanity. That sounds familiar. Didn't Billy mention something like this before?
Suspect, mind your words! Under new Eridu Public Safety Law, Article 132, threats against public safety carry a maximum sentence of 25 years. Manager, Grace, I'll take it back to public security for now. Sorry for all the trouble.
Wait. Somehow it feels like we're the ones who caused the trouble.
Is this also part of your plan?
Whoa, what a pretty little child! I've never seen it before, though. Watch out, Proxy. It's up to no good.
I can tell.
Careful, Proxy. It's switching up its moves. Dodge them!
one told me test driving a mech would be like this.
Roxy.
I'm fine, don't worry.
What a remarkable child! And there are 2 of them!
Is it just me, or is there some kind of noise coming from the other mech? You don't have to be so loud. We can hear you, you know. Hey, like I said, we can hear you. Also, just for the record, Eos is very clean. Indie music? You mean the dance music blasting in the cockpit? Wow, your taste is stuck 2 decades in the past. It was just a figure of speech. You really don't need to be thinking out loud.
Ah, it's our delusional little guy. No wonder. I thought I saw a small golden ball bouncing around in the cockpit during the fight.
That's a pretty special name.
The great golden... little guy. Did you really design this mech? How do you do it? What kind of core tech did you use? Is the gold plating actually salvaged from the hollows? It must be the Unit 01 you were talking about. If you're actually its owner, then surely you know how to stop it from exploding, right? But if this is all just your delusion, then I guess we'll have to pop you open and fix that. But don't worry, I'll be very gentle while reprogramming you into a good little bang-boo.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm pretty sure we won this round. You're thinking out loud again. Have you been asleep so long that your social skills have degraded completely? Huh? I was expecting some kind of trash talk, but I got a bunch of compliments instead?
Little guy, are you sure you want to keep fighting? I don't think you have enough energy left to make it out of the hollow.
Oh! So this big guy is the one causing trouble. Let's go, bro!
Anton, the mech looks empty.
Huh? Another out-of-control mech accident?
Try looking down.
help ease your worries and resolve your troubles, ward off misfortune and disaster.
That's right. I'm the Starlight Knight.
Awaiting further instructions.
What brings you here this time?
Refine the unclean!
Is our prey giving you trouble? Courage is power! Knowledge is who's the boss now?
Down strategy.
There's no retreat now. This prey is mine.
further instructions.
What brings you here this time?
Ready and waiting.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
I shall refine the unclean!
Gotta keep the claws sharp. Let's play a little.
Sound strategy.
Alright.
There's no retreat now.
Who's the boss now?
Now you can.
Gotta keep the claws sharp.
Take them all! No escape.
Ready and waiting.
What brings you here this time? What brings you here this time? I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
What flavor of music would you like to try today? The joy that this delicious composition brings. Leaving so
Awaiting
soon.
further instructions.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. What brings you here this time?
What flavor of music would you like to try today? Leaving so soon.
Ready and waiting.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. What brings you here this time?
Awaiting further.
Good day.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. What brings you here this time?
As long as you keep your mind fresh, you'll always find something enjoyable waiting for you here.
Right on cue. Here it goes. Gotta keep the claws sharp. Home is where the... Copy. Right over.
now?
There's no retreat now.
Gotta keep the claws sharp.
Courage is power! Knowledge is too!
Who's the boss now?
What you deserve. Time to shine!
A perfect conduit.
Ready and waiting.
What brings you here this time?
Since you're here, why not treat yourself to something nice? Double check your purchase before heading out. Once you leave, no refunds. Before you leave...
Ready and waiting.
What brings you here this time? I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Awaiting further instructions.
I only handle technical matters. Let's start the experiment.
Madalda.